Howdy, howdy! I'm Veronica Dowdy. I'm an artist, a cosplayer, and a fashion lover. And today we're going to go over bows. We're going to learn how to do some bows, some tutorial on that. So I have these little bows that I made out of fabric that I got from a romper at Goodwill. So it was the right color, but I wanted some extra things out of it. I wanted a whole outfit for Lavender Festival. So I'm going to show you how I made these little bows. So let's get going. Starting off with a piece of your fabric, I used about 1.5 feet long, and then I cut about 4 inches wide to include some seam allowance for the bow. And then I used a serger. You can use just the zigzag stitch and finish the edge. And then you're going to turn it inside out, which is probably the longest part of this process, but that's totally fine. Once that's done, then you're going to think about how wide you want your bow to be. So I'm just comparing it to what I already have and then cutting it to that size. And then I'll be serging the edge again, or zigzag stitching, however you want to do that. Make sure that you have on the outside the seam, and that way you can flip it inside out like that, and there'll be a hidden seam. You're going to squish the bow to where the center is pushed in, and that will be the bow shape. Now I'm doing the kind of ties, those little ends of the ribbon, and I'm tucking in to where there's an angle and pinning it so I can sew it to keep that angle and also tuck in the edges. Ta-da, it's done. So I've got those 2 edges finished and it is ready to go on the bow. And I kind of made sure that one side had the seam so I can hide that seam. Then I made a tube that was half the thickness of my bow for the center wrap. Then I started to sew together the top of the bow so it kept that kind of bend in the middle. You can also wrap the thread to kind of keep that in place. And now that is ready to add to. So I took the ribbon ends there like that and folded it in half to where the center was pointing out, opposite of the bow. Then I took that half thickness piece and I wrapped it around the center to hold everything together. And then to hide that rough edge, I folded them over twice so that they would not fray. And then I sewed it down from there. And I just used a whip stitch, which is just like the same way every time. After I was finished doing the whip stitch, I tied it off and it was done. So here it is, all finished. What a cute little bow. You can put it on your hair, you can put it on clothing, you can put it wherever you'd like. You can add like attachers for your hairpins or any kind of thing really. Let me know if you make one, I'd love to see. So I hope you enjoyed. God is good. Have a wonderful day and I'll see you.